Inshallah, today I will start chapter 4, that is reactions in aqueous solution. Alright, so there are many chapters here. Some chapters I will discuss when we do the titration or redox titration. So this I put it some red color, and note this I already put here from 11 to 21 and 34 to 39 will be discussed in lab experiments. So we will see what slides we have this. So don't worry about that. All right. So today I will start the general property of aqueous solution. So what actually aqueous? What does it mean by aqueous? What does it mean by aqueous?
If I'm not
Water.
mistaken, aqueous refers to water.
Aqueous means water, exactly. So whatever the reaction is carried out in aqueous in water media, that we will study here. And also you note down please, generally in water, mostly all ionic compounds are soluble. Ionic compounds are soluble. What are ionic compounds? You should know that first. Ionic compounds are formed between metal and non-metal. Could you give me any example of ionic compound?
NaCl.
NaCl, any metal and non-metal. Calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, sodium sulfate, calcium phosphide, calcium fluoride, any one metal, one non-metal, one metal, one non-metal, right? These all are ionic compound and they all are soluble, right? But some ionic compounds which is not soluble, that I will explain you in this chapter, and we have to memorize. And I will give you a short and brief idea about those compounds which are not soluble in water, right? So don't worry, this will be coming later on in next slides. And then I think if you note down the main concept, then you are able to answer any kind of questions, coming from chapter 4. Now, solution. Actually, what is solution? Solution contain two parts. One part is, this is solution. So this contain two parts, solute and solvent. Solute, and this solute is a small portion, a small part, and the solvent is the big part, big portion. Look at here, in the bottom. Solute are the substance present in a small amount or a small quantity. Solvent is a substance present in the larger amount or larger quantity. So these are the two parts of a solution. Suppose you will take an example. Examples are here. Okay, so another example I will take. You dissolve NaCl plus water into water you added. So you will get NaCl aqueous. So aqueous we generally will write AQ. Why we write like this? Because this is a temporary dissolve into water and Na and Cl cannot split, right? Temporary it will dissolve into water, so you will get only one layer. You will not get two layers. Two layer only you will get it when it does not dissolve. So generally the reaction will be always carried out, and we have written the subscript AQ. AQ means this NaCl dissolve into water, so we write AQ, aqueous. So in this way, sodium chloride and water. So definitely suppose 2 grams sodium chloride you added and 10 ml water. So this is your solvent because this is more quantity, and this is your solute, less quantity, NaCl. This is solute, solvent, and now solution is formed, SOUTION, right? Solution is formed. So whenever solution is formed, you should add solute into solvent, solutions are formed. Some more example, soft drink, that is solution. You always drink, Coca-Cola, Campa, soft drink. This is lemon, Pepsi, Sprite. These all are soft drinks. And these are the solution. Solution of what? It has carbon dioxide, it has sugar, right? And it has water. So you see the water level is very high. In 200 ml can, this is around 200 ml water, full of water. But some quantity of solute are there, and solute may be sugar, maybe your gas, right? So generally look at here, the sugar and gas, these are the solute. In this case, sugar and, because these are the small quantity, and the water is a solvent, this is the big quantity, right? And similarly, other example, air. Air is what? A mixture of gases. So you should know that what gas is in excess, what gas is in short form, means small form. So you know the percentage. Which gas percentage wise higher in this air mixture?
Nitrogen.
How much percentage? Remember? How much percentage?
78.
Right.
Or
73, 74, it is like this. And other gases are oxygen, argon, and methane. Whatever gases are there in the mixture, that is solute. So remember that small things are solute, big things are solvent. All right. Now electrolytes. Non-electrolyte, electrolyte, and there are 2 or 3 different electrolytes also. Weak electrolyte and strong electrolyte and non-electrolyte. What is electrolyte? Electrolyte, then you will get light in the presence of electron, movement of electron, right? Electrolyte. Light means the nur. So when you get the light by the movement of electron, right? By movement of electron, make circuit from anode to cathode. There is a, in the battery, you will get the light if you connect battery both terminal A and B. So that terminal is terminal R, anode and cathode. So the circuit of from anode to cathode, the circuit is complete. The movement of electron always from anode to cathode, then you will get a light. So if you connect this both electrode, when you connect the bulb, then you will see light. So look at these 3 examples. Non-electrolyte, weak electrolyte, and strong electrolyte. So strong electrolyte, look at here, is very bright light, nur, you get it. It means that it contains more electron or more ions in the solution, and also ions, right? Plus and minus ions. If your solution has plus and minus ion full of ions, you will get very good light. If your solution is weak solution means less ions, plus and minus present into the solution, that is the light become weak, looks like this, dim light. And solution which doesn't have ions, no ions are present in the solution, that is known as non-electrolyte, and you will not get nur, you will not get light. because there is no plus and minus, no anode and cathode, no, yes, no anions, cation and anions, right, present in the solution is known as non-electrolyte. Look at in the what is written here. Electrolyte. Electrolyte is a substance that which dissolve in water in a solution that can conduct electricity. It means you will get light. Non-electrolyte is a substance that when dissolved in water result in a solution what that does not conduct electricity. Is it clear now? What is electrolyte and what is non-electrolyte? Is it clear to you?
Yes, Doctor, clear.
Yes, Dr. Clear.
Right. So now I will concern the weak and strong electrolyte. I will give you example. First of all, I tell you how this electricity conducted, how you will get light, nur. So this is all about the cation and anion. It means two types of ions are present in a solution. That is because of that you will get light. So strong electrolyte are those electrolyte which 100% dissociate. 100% dissociation means, I will show like this here, 100% dissociation. This is, suppose you have sodium chloride solid, you dissolve into water. In water it is soluble, it is in the form of Na plus and Cl minus. This is your cation, Ca plus is cation, and this is minus is anion, as I all explain you in chapter 2 and 3, cation and anion. So these type of ions, it will split into ions and you have a lot of ions, 100%. How 100%? Suppose this is 1 mole of NaCl, then if after dissociation you will get 1 mole of simple 1 mole of NaCl and 1 mole of Cl minus, Na plus and Cl minus, 100% dissociate. All right, but weak electrolyte, these are not 100% dissociate. These are only 1% dissociation here. So it means what happened? This is the double arrow indicate reversible, but here is a single arrow. This is single arrow here in the top. Single arrow means nothing will go back. It means it is 100% dissociated, split into ions. It will not go back to NaCl form again. But here there are some example. There are some example of weak electrolyte like this. This is a weak acid. This is known as acetic acid. Acetic acid. Weak acid. So many we have weak acid. Weak acid also we have HF. This is a fluoric acid. This is also weak acid. Also we have H2CO3. H2CO3 carbonic acid. These all are weak acid. They cannot dissociate into ions 100%. Only 1% ions are formed and 99% ions change to back to normal acid. 99%. This is 99% back to acid. So it means these ions are very low in solution. So that's why the light, dim color light you will get. But these are 100% here. So very bright light you will get. Bright light. Is the difference between strong and weak electrolyte, you understand? Anybody can explain me, please? And this bright light you will get because of what? Tell me the answer, please. First, what is the difference between weak and strong electrolyte? And second question is how you will get bright and low light. Give me the answer, please.
Yes, doctor.
The difference between strong and weak
Weak.
electrolyte
Very good. Yes.
depends on the dissociation of the
Dissociation.
substance.
Okay.
Of the substance.
Right.
The more it dissociate, the more dissociate, the more
Ions
powerful
are
the light
formed.
is.
More ions are formed. More dissociate, more ions are formed. Bright light you will get. Okay. Next.
The weaker the dissociate,
Mhm.
the dimmer the light will be.
Dimmer the light beam, and how much dissociate? 1% only. What are the
Yes.
examples?
We have sodium chloride.
No,
And,
sodium chloride is a strong electrolyte. I am asking weak electrolyte example.
we have well, I don't know what is the substance.
I have written here acetic acid, hydrofluoric acid, carbonic acid. These are the substance. These acids
Okay,
are the weak electrolyte. All right. And now third one is non-electrolyte, in which you will not get any ions, cation or anion. There is no ions are present. Just like an example, you have glucose. If you dissolve glucose into water, it will dissolve, right? But there is no particular ions, no cation, no anion. If you conduct electricity, you will not get light. Light only, the light only you will get because of what? Because of
the solution, the
no,
ions,
So,
ions, because of ions, right? What ions?
atoms with electric charge.
What ions? What is the name of the ions are present in the solution? What ions? I explain you in the chapter 2, right? What is the name of ions?
We have a cation
electrons.
and ion. Oh.
It is written here, my friend. I have written in the slide. Read the slide, please. What is the name of these ions?
Well, I know one is a cation.
Cation and
Yeah, the other is a bit hard to read. It's like
anion.
amine.
Anion, right? Okay,
Yes.
now I will write here. I will write here. The positive is cation, and the negative, this is already written here. See, this is written here. Cation and anion, both are there. This is anion, negative charge. So this is, and non-electrolyte is a glucose. They will dissolve here, make a solution, but no ions are present. No ions present. So no ions are present, no light. All right. No plus, no minus.
So,
Yes.
about the weak electrolyte and strong electrolyte.
Okay.
It depends on the percent of the ions,
Yes.
is it?
Yes.
So how can I decide this is 100 and this is
Right.
99?
I told
This is
you.
90?
I told you. Please note down this point. All ionic compounds are 100% dissociate. No need to memorize. Just only you should know that. If you know what are the ionic compounds, then no need to memorize. Right? All ionic compounds. Could you give me another example other than NaCl of ionic compound?
You mean Dr. 1 plus and 1?
Yeah, 1 or 2 or 3 doesn't matter. Plus and minus are there. So you just look at the periodic table and you see the what are the metal and what are the non-metal. So take one metal and one non-metal, right? Then you will get ionic compound, and all ionic compounds are soluble. But some ionic compounds are not soluble, which I will let you know the name of that ionic compound. You note down into the notebook. That I will come next.
Can I say CH3?
CH3 is not the metal, my friend. Where are you? Look at the periodic table. Is carbon is a metal? Hello, brother. Please tell me now. Look at the periodic
Yes,
table.
yes.
Do you have periodic table?
Yes, I have. I open it.
Open it, please.
Yes, I
Please
open it.
don't discuss with me without document. That's why I always told you bring the book. How many students have book now in your hand? Periodic table, please. Okay, I will send you periodic table only on your WhatsApp, and just you can print out and put in front of you always. I told you this is very important
I
thing.
have.
So look at on the left hand side, group 1 all metal and group 2 also metal,
Lithium. Yes,
and
sodium.
non-metals are carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, oxygen, fluorine. These all are non-metal. When you will make any compound between metal and non-metal, that is ionic. Sodium chloride, sodium fluoride, calcium chloride, calcium fluoride, like this, magnesium chloride, magnesium fluoride, one metal, one non-metal, right? So look at this one. But transition metals, they are not making soluble compound, they are making solid compound, which I will tell you later on, not now. Another one. Up to here, you should have an example now. And also strong electrolyte, strong acids are strong electrolyte. Weak acids are weak electrolyte, right? So this is a weak acid. I gave you an example. CH3COH, hydrofluoric acid, carbonic acid. Examples I have here. Next, I will tell you the example. But this example, what we have, we don't have here. Examples are, they're not giving here, but I will write. I will give you some example here. All right, now look at here. Number 1, strong acid. Strong acids. First of all, I will write here salt. Salt. Salt means ionic compound. Okay, salt means ionic compound. Example, NaCl, calcium chloride, magnesium fluoride, metal and non-metal, ionic compound. I will write here metal and non-metal. Metal plus non-metal. Ionic compound. Any compound you will make, you will one metal, non-metal, metal, non-metal. These are positive and negative ions. Okay, strong electrolyte. All strong acid. What are the strong acid? We have this strong acid here, HCl, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, H, H2SO4. This is sulfuric acid. All right. Sulfuric acid, nitric acid, HNO3. This I already explained in chapter 2. What are the acid? What are the without nitrogen and with nitrogen? Right. So without nitrogen, HCl, HBr, HI, all halogen acid. With nitrogen, H2SO4, HNO3, phosphoric acid, H3PO4. Oh, H3PO4. H3PO, phosphoric acid. These all are strong acid and they are giving you ions. What ions are they give you? Just look at here. If HCl is there, so you will get H plus and Cl minus. Here you will get H plus and SO4 2 minus. You will get H plus here and NO3 minus. You will get H plus here and PO4 3 minus. These are the different charges, right? But in this way, these all are split into ions. These strong acid 100% dissociate, as I told you. So that's why, because of this ion, these are strong electrolyte. Similarly this, but these are not ionic compound. Ionic compound is only metal and non-metal. These are acids. These are not ionic compound. Minus, plus, plus, minus, plus, minus, like this. Weak electrolyte, number 1, acetic acid, that is CH3COO H, acetic acid. You will use this acetic acid, the vinegar. All right. When you eat salad, you will add this vinegar acid, right? What you call in Arabic? Vinegar?
Khal.
Khal. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Right. So this is the acetic acid, weak acid, and hydrofluoric acid. Hydrofluoric acid. This HF. And carbonic acid. Carbonic acid. That is CH3 COOH, right? These are carbonic acid. So these are the weak acid. In this weak acid, you will get only plus and minus how much? 1%. 1% dissociate. All right, and 99% back. 99% back. Right? Just like I will give you example HF. These two arrow, as I told you, two arrow always showing reversible. So you will get H plus and plus OH minus F minus. F minus. So these are only 1% dissociation and return back to 99% HF back. But here 100% dissociates, only one arrow you will see, NaCl, then you will get Na plus Cl minus 100%. It will not go back. Similarly, this is also 100%, 100% dissociate. So last one is non-electrolyte, only we have one example. Glucose, C6H6 12O6, C6H12O6. These are the glucose. So these few examples you can memorize. It is not a big problem. Is this okay? Examples?
Yes.
Yes, doctor.
Hydration, actually, hydration, it is a process in which you will see how these electrolytes are dissolved into water. This is the method of hydration, means how the reaction occurs, how this NaCl dissolve into water, how this strong acid dissolve into water, how this non-electrolyte dissolve into water. So what that method, that process is known as hydration. Hydration means water, in presence of water. Hydration is a process in which an ions is surrounded by water molecule arranged in a specific manner. How they arrange? Because you know that the water molecule water molecule this is water, H2O. So we can write water like this: H, hydrogen, hydrogen. All right. Then this is positive and this is oxygen is negative. This hydrogen is positive. So if you are adding here, suppose you NaCl, right? So you add plus, you add NaCl here. NaCl is having plus charge, plus and Cl minus charge. How this sodium dissolve into water, how this chlorine dissolve into water, how they interact. So that process is known as hydration. How they interact, I'll show you here. Look at here, come down. The oxygen is negative, this is negative. This hydrogen is positive, these are the two hydrogens. It is partially positive, partially negative, right? So look at here, suppose the sodium is negative and chlorine is positive. So chlorine will interact with H plus. So chlorine negative from NaCl, it will interact with H plus. Sodium is positive, Na plus, it will interact with oxygen. Is it clear now?
Yes, clear, doctor.
So this NaCl, how they interact with water, and you know that water oxygen is negative because it is on the right side. It all non-metals always negative charge. Note down please on a paper. All metals always positive charge. All non-metals always negative charge. This I already explained in chapter 2 very clearly. But I don't know whether you guys have written or not written on a notebook. And that will be your problem in your exam. And whatever I discuss on the board on this with the online discussion here, you always find the question from discussion, my discussion. So water is a very effective solvent for ionic compound. Water is electrically neutral molecule. It has positive and negative oxygen atom. Positive part and negative poles. There are two poles, positive and negative, called polar molecule. So that's why the question is, why we call water is a polar molecule? And you know that polar, there is a north pole on the top and south pole on the bottom, positive and negative poles, right? There are two poles in the environment. So just like water has two poles, positive and negative. The negative poles is oxygen and the positive pole is hydrogen. That's why it has a two poles. So we also call dipolar or simple polar molecule. So I will write here the water is dipolar. Di means two. Dipolar means positive and negative. Or polar molecule. General term, polar molecule. Anybody tell me now please why we call it polar molecule?
Because the oxygen has a negative charge and the hydrogen has positive charge.
Right, because it has both positive and negative poles inside, or charge, positive and negative. That's why we call it a polar molecule. So in this polar molecule, always polar compounds are dissolved. Non-polar compounds cannot dissolve. Right? Remember that. This I will explain later on. So these are the interaction, how these solutions are formed. So water is a solvent here and others ion are solute, sodium chloride. So how the sodium interact, positive charge interact with the negative charge of the water molecule, and how the chlorine minus interact with the positive charge of the water, that is hydrogen. So in this way, I already show the picture. If the question may be asked, please show what is hydration and show with the help of diagram. What is hydration? Show with the help of diagram. So what you do? So this diagram you very difficult to form. So you can write like this. You can make diagram like this. I show you now. 1 minute. All right, just like oxygen and hydrogen. So just like you will show here, this is negative, so NaCl is positive, and now this is hydrogen plus, and this is minus, and show here Cl minus, and you can show here in the Cl minus. So this is the way you have to show the model or diagram like this. And definition of hydration is simple. You will write any compound or metal and non-metal dissolve into water. That process is known as hydration, right? And the different ions are surrounded with different charges. Sodium ion, sodium plus in the water molecule, oxygen minus surrounded, sodium plus surrounded by oxygen. So this I will show you one more picture, then it will be more clarified. Okay, now look at this one. Positive, positive, and negative. Partially negative, partially positive, right? Okay, now NaCl, right? So this I will write here, H2O plus NaCl. You will get NaCl aqueous solution. So now you will have Na plus, Cl minus, Cl minus, like this, right? And this another, okay, oxygen, another water molecule will come like this, all right? And this is Cl. Another hydrogen of the water molecule will come like this. It is the hydration process. This will interact another hydrogen of the water molecule. This will be like that, right? And this oxygen again with Na plus, this hydrogen again Cl minus, this hydrogen again Cl minus, right? And this hydrogen again Cl minus, this is plus minus, this is minus plus, this is plus, and Cl minus. See how big these are, the big molecules. They interact like this. This process is known as hydration. Hydration. How this hydration? The sodium ion covered by oxygen minus, right? And Cl minus covered by H plus of water. Look at here. That's why you will get a solution. Is this diagram is clear to you? How the hydration occurs? So this is the process. You will see like this. You will never see negative negative. You will never see positive positive. Only interaction between positive and negative. That's why the solution is possible. Otherwise, no solutions are possible. All right. Now time is over because I have another class, third period.
Doctor,
Yes.
Please, can you update the slides on the Blackboard?
I already updated. You check now.
Because yes, today you added the example.
No, this slide is different. This I will update you.
Okay, thank you.
This is chapter 4, not chapter 3. Up to chapter 3, I already updated all the slides.
Okay, thank you.
Doctor,
Yes.
the lab section today is with you. I mean 110.
I told you next week will be changed. This week, no change at all.
Oh, okay, good.
You're not listening to me, Yahi.
I listen, but I want to be sure, just in case.
Okay, bye bye. No problem. I have another class.
Okay. see you,
Doctor,
Yes.
Doctor, you've said you will check my grade.